with how we have been doing the shows lately, the new tradition style of starting, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, how we see it, at least from tonight's episode. What was your good? Let's start off with your good.
The good was how we started the show. Orange Cassidy and Bandito fucking set my monitor on fire.
You know
And
what?
there's still a little smoke coming off of it. That match was a banger. That was the good of the night for sure.
I was not even thinking about that. My good is going to be something that we talk about in a moment, but we had a debut tonight. And being a fan of what two of these people have done before in the past and seeing them hug in the ring, I was so excited. I mean, you kind of spoiled it for me being ahead on the stream, but I was so
You're
excited when
talking
I got
about
to see it.
Sammy and MJF.
Roderick motherfucking Strong.
Oh, okay. That a different hug. Okay.
Oh, with the debut, yeah.
Yeah, I thought, hugs. We're talking about MJF and Sammy.
It was a fun segment. It could have been. It was very short. It was a segment, but it was so fun.
There was a lot of hugs.
So for my bad, I'm going with more production problems for AEW because Renee was backstage with Adam Cole. They started their whole interview thing, and it was like her mic was not on for the entirety of her question.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
keep
that
doing it.
was they pop up pretty frequently. See, and I just was like, yeah, whatever. It's part of the show now. Like I've come to terms with it. It's part of the show, I guess. Um, my bad is the future Pokemon battle that we've got set up between Christian and Arn Anderson.
Honestly, I completely forgot about that part of the show because it had to be one of the lowest points of the show because a Wardlow match against somebody who was not even named.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
promo.
it was just a guy, a guy who got Powerbomb Symphony. That's his name.
So my ugly, and this is my, I don't know, like it was hard to pull something completely ugly out of the hat.
Mm-hmm.
But the continuing of Tony Khan's major announcements either being actually important or a major letdown in terms of importance. It tonight's was not worth the
It's
hype.
either or every time. It's massive or not.
This kind of announcement is the ones that you have Tony Schiavone just get in the ring and start talking about. This
Yep,
kind of announcement.
this would have been the one. That definitely would have been the one. Um, my ugly is QTV. God damn it, I can't stand it.
All right, so let me ask you a question about that because honestly, we're not going to have to talk about it later. We really don't have to talk
Yeah.
about it later. Was it ugly because it was bad? Was it ugly to you because Wardlow, or not Wardlow, but Hobbs should be so much bigger than this?
Both. Because I was the first couple QTV skits were okay to me because I was like, yeah, it's a little bit of comedy in there. But this one, it was just like, well, Hobbs is mad at QTV.
You know
So
what?
his next feud is going to be against QTV.
Thinking about it tonight and what was so bad about this, because there wasn't really much content for what they talked about. My God, like every promo tonight was just generic, generic, generic.
Yeah.
The only thing that really stood out in terms of talking was the Sammy and MJF thing that you talked about.
Yeah, and that was just those two loving each other too much.
There was so much just cliche general like lines throughout tonight, and that was not fun. Oh, I have to throw in an honorary good
Okay.
because I didn't think about this till now. The like 5 minute long pickle commercial that AEW ran tonight on commentary. You got a fork, bro?
You got four, bro. Like,
Oh my god.
he's like, yeah, I just touched like every pickle in there. You
And then
don't have a fork.
Tony Schiavone mocking Taz for it. The back and forth about the pickles on commentary, which sucks because that was a match that we should have been able to enjoy from start to finish. I don't remember like the first 5 minutes of the match.
No, I was paying way too much attention to the pickle commentary because Taz and MJF together is pretty fucking incredible.
Them New York boys.
Oh man.
And then
You got a fork, bro?
the random like Excalibur doing the like trying to imitate Andre the Giant from Princess Bride. Like the whole anyone got a peanut when he did the whole really deep voice like, do you have a
Yeah,
pickle or whatever he said. I was like, that's the only thing I could think of why he would change his voice. I was like, is he trying to do a play on Andre in the peanut line?
I didn't get it because I wasn't part of the two people that was for. Because he said that was for two people, and apparently you were one of those two.
Okay, if that's the case, then it couldn't have been that because so many more people would get it. I mean, it wasn't even like line for line, but like the change in the voice, it just made me kind of start to think in that direction.
Mhm. Yeah, I have no idea.
You know what?
Nope,
We'll leave it for
don't know what.
a minute. I don't. I'm trying to think of anything else from. I'm sorry, but the pickle stuff just had me dying. I'm just trying to remember anything else.
Oh man. So,
Are you gonna order some of the
question
MJF
for you.
pickles?
Very, very important and wrestling related. Is the shirt you're wearing a pajama shirt?
No, just straight trash shirt.
Oh,
But I will
it's like
admit, it is smooth.
it's got that like silk pajama sheen on the camera.
It does.
Does it actually have that like silky sheen to it?
A little bit,
Or is it just the camera that's making it look real shiny?
a little bit.
Okay. So I was about to say that's balling.